YouTube, back with another reaction. No, I'm just fine. I don't really have I might have one reaction on my channel, but I want to start doing more reactions, and I think this might be the perfect one to do it to. I've been watching Death Battle for years, and I've been anticipating this one. I'm not as familiar with Asura than I am with Kratos, but
Kratos versus Asura.
The Ghost of Sparta versus the Wrathful Destructor.
I'll watch their feats and then I'll pick before the fight.
Cause sometimes you just want to punch a god in the face. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang.
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Starting the whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
As a classic bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became a fierce warrior, winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours.
Yeah, babe, Kratos was literally just a regular Spartan soldier that ended up becoming the god of war. It's great.
Deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the
But in the most like fucked up way possible.
blades of
Was that Adrian? Oh.
chaos, a set of chain swords, and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family, permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the
Yeah, the reason his skin is so pasty white is because, like, the current God of War that was before him killed his wife and daughter, and then this witch put a spell to put the what? You just it should just have to. I think it has to be like on a wall. You just do it and then like hover over whichever one you want and then you just let go. It's like do it, hover over it and then let go of the D-pad. Wow. Uh, no, the reason why it's so pasty white is because this like the god killed his wife and daughter, and then this witch, I forgot why she did it, but she basically was spelling him to cover his body in the ashes of his wife and daughter to live with for the rest of his life.
ghost of Sparta.
So he was kind of
And
understand.
then he became the ghost of Sparta. Now I really need to react to this shit.
Really pissed off. Time for a new god of war. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it too.
With Poseidon's trident and Icarus's wings, Kratos dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls. Even the
Dude would use Medusa, he cut off Medusa's head, and then would use her head to like freeze other people, like stone other people.
soul of Hades himself. Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor
Beat the
was
shit out of
Helios,
Hercules.
the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas,
Beat
the
the
Titan
dog
of strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar.
Oh yeah, you know the god Atlas? He literally like holds the universe on his fucking, like he beat Atlas, bro.
the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the
I damn near want to replay the old God of War games.
universe into existence.
Causing
I
shockwaves
played them a couple years ago.
that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light, a frankly incomprehensible feat,
Then there's Daddy Zeus.
who proved a serious challenge, until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable, non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone.
Yeah, ain't too
What
many
was
people
he
had
to
it
do?
harder than
He
Kratos.
didn't
For real.
know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye,
Yeah, I don't
his
know how the
second
fuck he
wife. Good
stumbled
start,
into
buddy.
Kratos had
That's
a
great.
new lease on life, but he could not escape his past
And it doesn't really make
mistakes.
sense
There's
that
a
his son
reason
is
he hid his
Loki.
swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the toughest task he ever undertook, especially after Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again! But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time, and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan axe.
Far from
Yeah.
the whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan axe
Thor
was
wished he
deliberate
had that
and mighty,
fucking axe.
said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as his axe.
Oh my god, bro. I literally said Thor wish he had the axe. And right after I said that, the dude on the video said, Thor wishes he fucking. I swear to God. Fuck it. I can't. I'd have to fucking plug my speaker back. But nah, he didn't say it. He said, what did he say?
Said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe.
Yeah, he said Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe.
It's imbued with ice
That's
magic
crazy.
and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Asir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Dropnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can
Oh,
absorb
yeah.
all types of energy and blast
was
it
kinda
back.
OP.
He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the world tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins, even taking up the Blade of
I still haven't got through that DLC.
Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
With Robin
It's
Hood
almost on
Gold,
like some, like,
you can
Vinland
now enjoy
Saga
the
type
VIP
shit.
treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions.
The
First and
privileges
second
are a con- Hood.
Go to robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times 24,000 years the heavens. Long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000
Yeah, so I know next to nothing about this dude except for whenever he fucking stopped that dude, the finger, you know.
years.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer, mantra.
By advancing technology with mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness mantra through a different emotional
Doom.
affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil. Just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra.
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy.
Which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously, Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can
Bruh.
possess mantra, he can climb
His
back
anger
out of
knows no
Naraka, a
bounds.
sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden
Must have
spider,
been-
he
could've put
did
him
just that,
against the Hulk.
with an all-new purpose in mind.
Maybe, I mean,
Make the
just-
gods
I guess they're
pay!
both based off
Oh yeah, they're
their
calling
anger.
themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try
Yeah,
to power
I'm
up.
not talking
So
about-
Asura got really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and
I'm not
wreck
gonna lie,
it
I'm
with
kinda
just a
worried for
finger?
Kratos, bro.
Look at this!
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to fly,
Like,
harden
Kratos
his
does some
fist to
crazy
break
shit.
steel, fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't
I'm
all
still
shouting
riding
and
with my
explosions,
boy.
though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid. Like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too, along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up?
Almost
Well,
like,
Asura got
that
so freaking
Naruto
angry,
form.
he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even
man,
in
oh.
berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again. Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst. Then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His mantra form, finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast.
Deus was defeated and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop!
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of mantra and the entire universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it! That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet! Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars!
Chakravartin was understandably impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu. Right in the balls!
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything. All because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind. This battle is sponsored by Prize.
Kratos.
Everyone.
You better pull
Sometimes your cat.
Don't. Oh yeah.
And we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a dad battle!
Hey, bro, it's not looking good, bro. Oh, what's the animation gonna be like? Oh, this is decent animation. Fuck yeah. I like it better. I don't like it as much whenever it's that pixelated version. Oh damn, this looks really good. What the fuck? Damn, Death Valley, y'all really upping y'all's game.
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But not for long. You do not want this fight.
Okay. Alright. Straight in the pocket. Fuck it. Spartan shit. Damn. Look like a night guy, don't he? Yeah. Oh, this is good. Damn, Kratos, you gonna let him do you like that? Alright. Oh my god, bro. This tops some anime fights.
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before. Shut up! Very well.
Oh shit. Kratos gonna get his in on him. Damn. Throw that fucking spear. Oh, fuck. He's doing that Buddha shit, bruh. What you got for that? Oh. Oh. Oh, please. I don't think that's gonna finish him, though. No way that finishes. That was a fire-ass fucking tactic. W tactic. What the fuck was that? Bullshit fucking plot armor, dude. Why don't they have him kill fucking Loki? He's just fucking ass, Kratos. Oh my god. What in the fucking Wukong? Ah, Kratos, you got something for that, right? Kratos, come on, bro. You gonna do what he did in the fucking game? Oh, he's got the smile on his face, bro, the smirk. That smirk, bro. Bro, he's literally just doing what Homeboy did. Oh, but like with way less effort. What the fuck? Like,
has not earned me yet, Titan.
oh, people sleeping on Kratos. Oh my god. Oh my god,
you
bro.
deserve a worthy
Kratos
end.
is too OP. Nah, bro. Nah, Kratos is way too OP. Oh no, bro. Let's go, my fucking dog, bro. Please say it. Say it. KO. Sometimes they be fucking coming back off of dumb shit.
You
Bro.
are a monster no
God
longer.
of War, bro.
I never was.
Fire, bro. Shout out to Death Battle for that one. I swear to God, she cries and then he fucking comes back to life or some shit. Yeah, with the fucking cool walk out.
Well,
My
I guess
dog,
Asura's wrath
bruh.
really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing
I was thinking,
displays
I
of
was like, damn.
apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience.
Tony,
but when it comes to versatility, he
I be
couldn't
forgetting how
match
to
all
say
the
his last
weapons
name.
and abilities
Don't
Kratos
be-
had.
Sure, Asura's quite
Need to watch
skilled
it.
and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of
Actually,
punching.
maybe not. keep my
Kratos' weapons,
12.
magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed: versatility, and multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead
That was
to
a
power.
crazy
Should go to
animated
Asura, right?
battle.
Look at what he can do. If this came
Come
down
from
to who
Death
made
Battle,
the bigger kaboom,
I mean,
he'd
that's
kick
one of the
Kratos'
better
ass in
ones,
2
for sure.
seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats
100.
reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure
Right.
assuming the form is
Just
solid
see how-
throughout,
how
and its
far
mass
fucking
far exceeds
this
not just
channel
our
has
galaxy,
grown
but our
from
entire
when I
observable
started
universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence,
I might
we
have
can
to
measure
fuck around
its
and play
size
God
and
of War
volume.
game.
And we know this map is accurate
Beginning
because it
game.
shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's
love
almost
when they did the
100
science
times
on that
greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath too, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asura's the sun rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
You said it was the end for the
But
picture, right?
what
Oh
if...
yeah. Alternate ending. They got alternate endings now? What the fuck? What if we just decked him in the face with all of his power? Damn. Bro, I cannot be smashing that button out. I mean, yeah, he probably would be at peace if he did that. That's a cool, that's dope. I'll fuck with
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Next time on
That's
Death
cool,
Battle.
Yeah. What's next?
Subscribe and join.
Ghost Rider versus
Next
Spawn?
time on Death Battle.
Oh, fucking take my money, bro. I know this shit's free, bro. Take my fucking money, bro. All day.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle.
100%
Thanks for watching.
that. Dude, they're fucking coming up with some fire matchups right now, bro. They're fucking. They got UFC.
This
shit
episode
in
of
their
Death Battle
fucking
is sponsored
boots right
by
now, dude.
Brandon Yates.
Shit, they need to be the matchmakers in UFC, bro. But alright, that's my reaction. Subscribe, like, all that other shit.